Everyone, it's Miss Michelle. Um, so today we're going to talk about another type of feeling, and this one is the feeling of being afraid. And so I'm going to tell you some things that I'm afraid of, and then I'm going to read a little book, and I would love for you to share with either me or a grown up some things that you're afraid of. Now, my fears are kind of silly because I probably won't be around these things very much. But I have two animals that I'm super scared of. One of them is a bear, not the cute, cuddly teddy bears, but like real bears. And I think I just have always been afraid of them because I don't know much about them. I know that they're big and they have big teeth and big claws, but I don't have any other real reason to be scared of them. So that's one of my fears. But I have another fear. And this fear, I wasn't afraid of these animals until I was an adult. And that's this guy. Do you know what he is? He's a buffalo. And again, I'm not scared of this one because he's a cute, cuddly little stuffed animal, but I'm scared of the real type of buffalo because when I was younger, my husband and I went on a trip, and when we went on a trip, we went to the west, and there were these buffaloes in this park, and they surrounded our car. And I was really scared because they were bigger than our car and they were looking at us. And if they all would have done something to the car, we could have got hurt, but they didn't. But I was just so scared. And from then on, I'm just kind of, every time I see a buffalo, I get a little nervous. And so there might be some things that you're afraid of. And so we're going to read this book, and it just has one big word in it: afraid. And we'll see, there's going to be some children in this book, and they're going to share with us what they're afraid of, and they're going to tell us why. And then we'll hear some things to do to help us become less afraid or to feel better when we do feel afraid. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read. So again, this book is called Afraid, and you can see the illustration or the picture on the front cover of the book shows this little emoji that's afraid. Can you make an afraid face? Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, here we go. Chapter 1, Annie is afraid. Annie is going to her friend Diego's house. Her mom drives her there. There is a dog at Diego's door. The dog barks. So this is her friend's dog. There's Annie. Look how afraid she looks. Annie does not like dogs. A dog bit her once. Oh no. That would probably be the reason why she's kind of afraid of all dogs. Diego lets the dog pass the gate. The big dog barks at Annie. Annie's heart beats fast. Does your heart beat fast whenever you feel afraid? I know mine does. She runs to the car. Annie is afraid. Being afraid. Everyone gets afraid sometimes. People get afraid when they feel unsafe. Being up high might make people afraid. People could be afraid when someone is shouting at them. So anytime that we're feeling not safe or unsafe, that's when the fear comes over. We feel afraid. Oh no, let's see what she's afraid. Being afraid might make your heart beat quickly. Can you go like this to make it beat? You might freeze. Have you ever been so scared you just didn't do anything at all? You just were like, oh. You might want to run away. Your hands might get cold. You might start to sweat or shake. It's okay to be afraid. Tell trusted adults if you are afraid. They can help keep you safe. So things like that dog. If Annie told her mom, maybe her mom could scoop her up or ask the grown-up to put the dog away in the bedroom or something. You might be scared of things that are not really harmful. Tell trusted adults if you want to overcome a fear. Overcome, that's a really big word. That means to get over, to stop being afraid of. So when we overcome things, we get over it, or we feel better and we're no longer afraid. They have also gotten over fears. Oh, here's something else we can do. Helping others. Sometimes other people are afraid. They might run away. They could cry. They might even hide. You might not be afraid of the same thing as your friend. but do not force them to get over their fear. Let them know it is okay to be afraid. I love that this friend is just sitting with him and just comforting him. It is important to be someone's friend. Let them know they have someone to count on. That can make people less afraid. The end. So if you see someone scared, maybe just go over and just be next to them. That makes me feel better. Okay, so let's look at this picture right here. It says, who is afraid? Can you tell who's afraid? Which one? Do you think it's A, B, C, or this girl D? Which one of those friends looks afraid? A, B, C, or D? What do you think? Let's see. Oh, they didn't show us, but the answer is B. This little boy, he's like, oh, sorry, Miss Michelle's arm hurt. He's like, oh, I'm so scared. This little girl, she's a cutie pie. These two look super happy. He looks a little bit afraid, but more like confused. Okay, friends, so that was our book for the day, and the feeling we were talking about was being afraid. Do you remember some things that you can do to be less afraid? You're right. Go tell a grown-up. Yeah. You can be next to someone that you trust and talk about your feelings, right? And some ways that we know that we're afraid, our heart kind of starts beating really fast. We might freeze and not be able to move. People do lots of different things. They bite their nails. They might cry when they're afraid. It's a normal feeling to be afraid. And I don't know if I'll ever encounter another buffalo or a bear, but I know I'm going to not run away from a bear, but I'm going to try my best to stay away from bears. And same thing with buffaloes. But I hope you enjoyed that read aloud. And I'm just trying to think of something. Maybe right now, if you have some time, maybe you can draw a picture of something that you're afraid of and have your grown-up help you write about what that thing is. And maybe you and your grown-up, or if you want to send it to me, maybe we can talk about what you can do to either A, try to overcome your fear, or B, maybe some things that you can do when you're feeling afraid that might make you feel better. Well, I hope you liked our book. Again, it was called Afraid. And I'll see you later. Bye, friends.